Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is not going to be a long video. I just wanted to go over some of the aspects that Uranus is making in the skies right now since it went direct yesterday. It's been retrograde ever since last year in September, so it's been retrograde for a long time. And a planet like Uranus, being asleep for so long and then all of a sudden waking back up, there could be a lot of big changes that happen. And that goes for majority of all energies that seem to move backwards and then they wake back up again when they move forwards. But with the big power players like Uranus, you best believe there's going to be quite a bit of energy waking up. So, before we get started though, I would like to play my new singing bowl that I got. This is my heart, or not my heart, my sacral chakra singing bowl. I love it. So awesome. So I'm just going to play this really quick. I love that. So relaxing. Okay. So let's go over some of the aspects. Look at this. Look at this thing. This thing is like, I could literally wear this as a mask if I wanted to. Like, oh, you forgot your mask? Thank God they don't do that shit anymore. Fuck that. I'm not going to fucking wear a mask. Bitch, don't tell me what to do. Anyways. Okay. First one I want to... There's a couple of them. I think I'm only going to go over the Mars retrograde in Cancer, sextiling Uranus, and then I'll go over the I also want to talk about the one that's the Eros aspects to Uranus as well, and how that can affect the collective and how it's been affecting it. All right, let me just start instead of talking to myself. So the first one here is Lilith in Libra making an inconjunct aspect to Uranus. And this is called the instinctual liberation. It's 1 degree separating. And this is what challenges our individuality, represents the third eye and tiger's eye. The opportunities here: embracing change and liberation, untangling restrictions, and rebelling. The goals are exploring our conflicting desires and finding a balance within that chaos. The affirmations: I embrace the dance between my primal instincts and the call for revolution, finding harmony in the tension of untangling restrictions and embracing my authentic self. So this is a time when the challenge is to untangle the webs of restriction we place on ourselves, the limiting beliefs that we put on ourselves. Reflect on how your deep-rooted desires for independence and freedom influence your instinctive urges, and reactions to life. How does your rebellious tendencies clash? Are there any self-sabotaging tendencies that are unconsciously being done? Because it's like this inner rebellion, right? But that rebellion that self-sabotage is being caused by another limiting belief that is trying to suppress the authentic you? Are you able to embrace your uniqueness and also honor your primal instincts without feeling overwhelmed by the chaos that could arise? This in conjunction between Lilith and Uranus offers you an opportunity to grow and transform. How can you harness the power of both energies to create a harmonious union within yourself? Trust in your ability to embrace change while remaining true to your authentic self and allow your instinctual nature, to guide you on a path towards personal liberation. And then the next one here is Mars retrograde in Cancer, making a sextile aspect to Uranus going direct here. Of course, Mars will also go direct on February 23rd. So that'll bring a whole different energy once that happens. But right now, there's 3 degrees separation of Mars retrograde with the sextile to Uranus. That is the catalyst of change. So it's a mixture of drive, harmony, and individuality, represented by the sacral chakra and also the tiger's eye. Opportunities here, making significant contributions through intellectual pursuits, questioning and exploring societal norms. The goals, perseverance in achieving goals, understanding emotions and finding a balance within your emotions. The affirmation is, I embrace my uniqueness. I adapt to change with enthusiasm. Thinking creatively to use my energy to make a positive impact in the world. So this is a time to channel the energy of this aspect into activities aimed at challenging the status quo. Your intention is to provoke new thinking, offering the potential for unexplored horizons. The drive is not just a personal quest, but a shared journey towards collective progress. Be prepared to struggle every now and then throughout this process because you will have to be consistent in maintaining your focus with the erratic nature of Uranus energy. But recognize that this pattern can help you devise strategies to sustain your interest and your momentum. And then, of course, be mindful when Mars stations direct on the 23rd, which I'll probably bring up and talk about later on when it happens. But you'll have to keep an eye on your ego's tendency to turn everything into a competition, because that's what Mars is all about. He's all about competing. You know what I mean? Like, he's like the gladiator, the warrior, just wants to win. So, instead of letting yourself fall into that trap, think of disagreements that you might have with people as an opportunity to have a logical discussion with potential to expand on both ends, perspective-wise. And then reflect on this. How can you transform intellectual debates into collaborative explorations? Which is exactly what I just said anyways. This energy can manifest both in societal contexts and personal relationships. You will have a strong desire for physical connection and intellectual stimulation, but don't leave out the emotions and understanding. It's a time to make extra sure to recognize the value of emotional intelligence. And with Mars being retrograde right now, that's actually been helping us with that. It would be a lot more difficult if Mars was direct. But when Mars is retrograde, it's much easier to control ourselves in that aspect. Think about your relationships with others in your life. Do these partnerships encourage mutual growth and harmony? Is there something you can learn from the ones in your life? And does it feel like a balanced partnership? How can you nurture mutual understanding and shared goals in your relationships to foster deeper connections? All right, so you guys ready for the next aspect that I'm going to talk about? Because I've noticed that this particular aspect, this energy here I'm going to talk about, is something that's become more of a trend within the last couple of years in society. And if you don't get what I'm saying as I'm talking about it, then I'll explain it to you after I'm done reading about it. So this is the aspect, the trine aspect between Eros in Capricorn. Eros is the Cupid, the love god. He's the god of desire and sex and, lust and all that stuff. Making a trine aspect 1 degree within 1 degree applying. So applying makes it more powerful of a aspect. And it's called the liberated dreamer. It harmonizes individuality. And it's also represented by the tiger's eye and the sacral chakra. The opportunities here, infusing passion with rebellion, embracing unconventional romantic connections. And then the goals here are creating a uniquely yours love life, embracing authentic desires. The affirmations for this one is, I am empowered to embrace my authentic desires and create a love life that is uniquely mine. Imagine the electric current of passion flowing effortlessly through your veins as the asteroid of love, Eros, forms a harmonious trine with the liberating energy of Uranus. This aspect ignites a spark of excitement and innovation within your romantic encounters, allowing you to express your desire for freedom and unconventional connections. As Eros and Uranus dance in perfect alignment, you are granted a gift to embrace your unique desires and explore uncharted territories in love. This aspect encourages you to break free from societal expectations and embrace your individuality when it comes to matters of the heart. This is a time that feels as though you possess an effortless ability to infuse your intimate connections with a sense of excitement, unpredictability, and a touch of rebellion. Your passions are not bound by traditions, and that makes your romantic experiences thrilling and constantly evolving. Reflect on how you can nourish this aspect within all your relationships. How can you embrace your authentic desires and channel the electric energy of Eros and Uranus to create a love life that is unique? Allow this aspect to inspire you to break free from limitations and explore the depths of your passionate nature. Just don't lose your integrity and still be mindful of others. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this aspect, within the last 5 years or even like a decade, I think it was more so within the last 5 years, there's been a trend of having polyamorous relationships or open marriages or open relationships. I don't know if anybody's noticed this, but it'd be hard to not notice because it's pretty much everywhere. And, they have like their own like signs, I guess. I just recently found out about this. I had no idea that about the pineapple thing. And there's like symbols. They have their own like symbols and stuff. And no judgment. I'm not trying to judge, right? I personally could not do that, but I couldn't. Yeah. But anyways, I feel like that aspect has been a very strong driving force to all these new like trends that have been going on. I know they've been happening for ages. I mean, it's not like this wasn't existing, but I've just noticed that there's more of a boom. It's more of like a thing to do like in society now. But I just wanted to make that point. It might have something to do with all these weird frequencies happening in the universe. Who knows? But that was what came to my mind when I was reading about that aspect. But anyways, this other one, though, I feel helps to counteract that so that it doesn't completely pervert the entirety of society. And it's Eros and Capricorn making a conjunction to Pallas in Capricorn, Pallas Athena. So she's more like responsible, more like integrity, not like lustful, So or actually, if anything, she's the one with the intellect. So she uses her brain, not, you know how they say there's two brains. So there's a brain here, and then the second brain is down here. It's like, you want your higher mind, not your lower mind. So see, I got it. That's what I'm talking about. Use your higher mind, not your lower mind. And this one is, the conjunction between Eros and Pallas is about integrating erotic intellect. This is 1 degree applying. And I just want to make sure I don't run out of time. And this is something that unites energetically. And it's represented by the sacral chakra and red agate. Opportunities here is integrating passion and intellect, creating a harmonious balance within. The goals are integrating your sensual sexual energy strategically and reflecting on Eros-infused problem solving. The affirmation is, I am a master at merging passion with my intellect, creating a harmonious and fulfilling existence in all aspects of my life. Passion and desire for connection are closely intertwined. We can get a better understanding of the power of attraction and how it can be utilized in various ways in various areas of life. During the time of Eros conjunct Pallas, we have developed a keen ability to combine creativity with sensuality, because passion and desire aren't just solely confined to the realm of romance. See, passion and desire is not just confined to the realms of lust. It's not just confined to the realms of lower mind. It permeates throughout all aspects of life. How you integrate your sensual energy, your creator energy, right? The sacral chakra, with your strategic thinking to create a more fulfilling and balanced life. How can we do that? In what ways, how can we do that and integrate it in a healthy way versus in a low vibrational way? So that's why I like that one, because it counteracts the other one. And then we have Ceres in Aquarius. Ceres entered Aquarius not that long ago, actually. Yeah. But Ceres in Aquarius is squaring Uranus in Taurus. It's 2 degrees applying. And the energy is harmonizing, nurturing, and freedom. Oh, I might run out. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Okay, so I had to make some room in the phone. So I'm running out of space. Where did I leave off of? Oh, yes, it was Ceres in Aquarius making a square aspect to Uranus and Taurus. So like I said, it represents harmonizing, nurturing, and freedom. It's 2 degrees applying. Clashes individuality, and it is represented by, yet again, the tiger's eye and the heart chakra. Opportunities here, discovering unconventional nurturing methods, exploring alternative forms of independence. The goals are reflecting on inner needs, exploring unconventional nurturing. The affirmation is, I am open to nurturing myself and others in unconventional ways. Challenging societal norms and expectations as I embrace the harmonious integration of nurturing and freedom in my life. So, how can you find harmony between your need for emotional security and your desire for freedom and individuality? Because interestingly enough, if you think about it, Aquarius is the ruler of Uranus, the modern ruler of Uranus. And Ceres is the mother. You know, Ceres is actually more of a Taurus energy, if anything. Because it's a mother, it's the Empress, right? Which is very Taurian. And they're switched. They're kind of, they switched signs. But there is that squaring aspect from the nurturing mother of Ceres to the Uranian energy. So that's why it's bringing up these questions here for us to really look into. This aspect challenges you to reconcile these seemingly opposing forces. Reflect on how you seek nurturing and emotional sustenance from others. Are you open to unconventional or unexpected ways of receiving love and care? Do you resist or fear sudden disruptions and changes? Because yes, we all have this, maybe not all, but I know for myself, I do have this inner yearning for freedom. Naturally, I love, even though security is very important to me. Yes, I do like to have a secure foundation, of course, but I'm not, as adventurous as some might be, but I still have that inner freedom fighter, somebody who doesn't, isn't wanting to just cling to things. Like, the independence is severely important to me, big time. So is security as well, though. So it's about finding that balance, finding how to embrace our tendencies to rebel when we seek freedom, to seek it in more balanced way so that it's not in a self-sabotaging way. And then this last aspect here is Pallas in Capricorn making a trine aspect to Uranus and Taurus. So remember how we had the Eros and Pallas in Capricorn conjuncting? And so Eros is trining, Eros in Capricorn is trining Uranus and Taurus, but Pallas in Capricorn is also trining Uranus and Taurus. So that really balances out, the tendencies to go for the lower mind and balance it with more higher mind stuff. Just want to point that out. This one is unleashing intellectual authenticity, 1 degree separating. And this harmonizes our individuality. It's represented by the amethyst this time, and it is the third eye. Opportunities are exploring intellectual independence, harnessing inventive thinking. And our goals are integrating inventive thinking, exploring intellectual independence. And I just said that, but backwards. Affirmation: I trust in my unique creative energy, embracing my intellectual independence and finding innovative ways to overcome challenges. This is a time to embrace your intellectual freedom and break out of the hive mind mentality. Yes. Yes. Break out of the hive mind. We are done being in the hive mind, okay? We're not here to be in some beehive. We are here to go on into paths that are uniquely to us, but serve purpose and have a higher mind mentality. No more drones walking around and just being rabbits, or no more people just endlessly like, I obey, yes, what Mr. Government tells me what to do. I obey what what the institutions say. No, that is done. Okay. Just wanted to say that. So yeah, breaking out of the hive mind. You know what? You can break out of the hive mind when you're working from your higher mind, when you're not working from the lower mind. Because guess what? The lower mind doesn't have a freaking brain. That's why it's called the lower mind. And you can easily manipulate people through that crap. That's how the queens back in the day manipulated the kings, by the way. You want to look into shit like that. That's why they called the queen the neck and the king was the head. The queen was the one that directed because she used her sexual energy to manipulate the king. Even though the king essentially in the end had the power to, decapitate them and stuff. Yes. But let me tell you, yeah, I'm going to stop on that. So, this is a time we can explore new intellectual frontiers and come to a realization through intuitive flashes of inspiration. Tap into your inner wisdom and unleash your intellectual potential. Embrace the realm of possibilities and allow your inventive spirit to soar. So that's a good one, right? I wanted to go over Pallas really quick because for some reason I was like, let's go over Pallas Athena a little bit. And I've talked about Eros before and Chiron and Lilith and Eris and the other one. And I want to talk about Pallas now. So in astrology, the asteroid Pallas Athena represents an individual's independent spirit and wisdom, their creative expression. It's one of the 4 main asteroids used in astrology, along with Ceres, Juno, and Vesta. Pallas is known as the independent spirit, how a person uses their knowledge, whether for good or bad. And Pallas is associated with wisdom, strategy, and the ability to integrate creativity with intellect. And then Pallas is also what can reveal a person's natural problem-solving style in the chart. Pallas can reveal a person's creative strengths and ability to see patterns. Pallas can reveal how a person balances logic with intuition. In real life, Pallas is a dwarf planet that orbits in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Pallas is about 318 miles in diameter and is about 257 million miles from the sun. Yep. So, yeah, I think I'm going to make a different video for the signs. This one's just about the asteroids and aspects and stuff, but I would like to make more of a long form video going over like all the things that could affect each rising sign. Because that's what I love doing. I love doing stuff like that. It's fun for me and it helps me to continue my journey of learning astrology. So I definitely want to do that. It's just kind of difficult because it's, the time, it is time consuming. And then of course I want to make sure that I'm creating good content and all that stuff. So, and I'll admit that my South Node Virgo-ish tendencies have been getting the best of me lately. Yes, my perfectionist ideals. Because my South Node is in Virgo. That is where my South Node is. My North Node is in Pisces. So I am supposed to, technically, that means I am supposed to learn to be more Pisces-like, which I think I'm already very much Pisces-like. Like, I don't know how much more I can get Pisces, but I guess it's like I'm stuck in a weird place where it's like, yes, I am very Pisces and I come off that way, but I'm also super duper Virgo too. Then again, I did grow up in a household with a mom that has like a stellium in Virgo. So maybe that's why. I grew up around a ton of Virgo energy. Let's just say that. Not trying to talk shit about Virgo. I love Virgo. I've said that many times. I will continue to always say that because, of course, I love Virgo energy and they are amazing and they are inspirational and they truly are the caretakers of the zodiac. They really are. I mean, we'd be falling on our asses if it weren't for Virgos. I'm just going to say that, okay? My mom being one of those examples of, I don't even know how I would have ever gotten through life without her. So, anywho, I'm rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I can't wait to do the next one for you guys. Peace out.